We are today returning to the amazing fort of Guentrange, one of the largest Prussian forts constructed, but also one of the most modern ever. It was the pinnacle of fortress construction before and during the First World War. It was constructed between 1899 and 1906 with all the lessons learned from Fort Mutzig. It was further modernized from 1912 to 16, covering 47 hectares with a garrison of 2,000 men. The fort had everything: central heating, hot water running, kitchen, showers, huge AG generators was driven by Dutch diesel engines. Lighting and ventilation ran 24 hours a day. Even ozone generators to improve the air quality. And telephones and alarms made throughout by Siemens. Of course, there were 2 large artillery blocks with 10-centimeter howitzers, several rings of defense, and the most modern cemented trenches I have ever seen, and they really give you an idea of how Germany advanced in this technology, what they had in mind before the First World War even broke out. Last episode I showed you how everything worked. Today we're going to go through the combat blocks and the battlements.
No problem. I get into my car and I was tired and my legs were...
I love how this casemate just rounds. I love everything about this L-shaped firing position. It's just great. I love how this rounds in a nice L. I love this building.
Yeah, I think it's the only battery in Europe doing an L shape. They blow up the cannon, but not the inside.
Oh, okay, so
It was a chain reaction to destroy
the other one.
Battery.
Okay, so this building is not damaged, just the... See, this is what I'm used to walking through. Yes, this is... Now I recognize everything. Yes, this is how it usually looks. Yeah. I think this is an interesting contrast because by showing this, it actually shows how much work you guys put into it.
I think so.
And I mean, it really does make such a difference. What is wrong with me? I have this nice, beautiful fort on one side, and I'm like, oh yes, this makes me feel at home. And here you have, okay, one hole. You're right about that. That's weird. Watch your head. Oh, you're wearing a helmet. Never mind. And this is what they're all supposed to look like, isn't it? I mean, doesn't it look like they're supposed to have been? There was a wall here.
Everywhere there is a sign like this one. I think it was a position of what, I don't know.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
I like strange.
Me too.
So how does this one look? So that's another firing position.
Yeah.
And then this is the other one with the ammunition lift. And no wall. No, it's not. This is a magazine, right?
There's a spare cannon barrel, isn't there? Yeah. Oh, but they would have had spare barrels here anyway. To change them.
Yeah, the one for each gun.
You can see there is a spring loaded with a door. So when there is a fire, the door was slack against the...
Really?
Okay. Oh, I'll give up time to find my torch.
It's in 2 parts. So when you have gravel from the explosion, you can open...
Yep.
So get it open.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so clever again. These cunning Germans.
The French did something on this, on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So when they change the barrel for the long barrel, the short barrel goes inside, but the long barrel does not. So they put this little door.
Huh? Is that just a little hatch?
Yeah, that's a little door.
And they would wheel it in on the little wheels, on those little transport wheels.
Yeah.
Yes, they're so cute. But you still have to actually be a grown person carrying it through
through the lid. I mean, you have to move the damn thing.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people does it take to move one of the barrels on the training wheels? It takes a couple of people because it weighs, what, 1,500 pounds? 2 tons? Something?
2 tons and a half normally.
Yeah.
In 1944, after sitting here idle for 2 months, Patton's army was finally resupplied to begin their final assault into Germany. But before leaving the fort, Patton ordered the gun positions to be blown up, just in case the Germans somehow retook the fort. So, in this block, we are lucky. Only the gun barrels took damage, and we were just inside them in the last episode. The second artillery block was less fortunate, as the munition stored inside ignited and blew the turrets into the air and cracking the block. You'll see.
It hurts. It hurts to see it from here. I used to be a big fan of Patton. Now I don't know. Ow. Son of a goat.
Sorry?
You need weatherproofing.
Yeah, there were a problem with the region. We had the money, but they took half the money for them.
I mean, I understand the logic of blowing up enemy fortifications in case they come back. But come on, General, seriously. You were the daredevil, balls to the wall general. You had no intentions of letting the Germans return to their old fort. And you loved history. Why would you order them blow up something historic? And this is not the worst. In fact, this is the best part of what the Americans blew up here, because the other artillery fort, well, apparently it's so dangerous, they wouldn't even let me into it. That's how much that has collapsed and been destroyed. And that is truly sad. I wonder what they've fracked it with. So you got 2 turrets, 1, 2, 3, 4 turrets?
Yeah.
So there's not one quite on the corner. One is so there's one and then half corner and then 2 on the long.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this one have just the plate that was built when they were late to change the barrel. So they just put the plate.
Okay.
To close the turret. This one was the one we were in.
Uh-huh.
This one was the first to be renovated.
So that's why you replaced the barrels?
Yeah.
That must have been a hell of a job. You have to cut off.
I was not there, so...
Oh, that's probably good for you. Good for you. Show up when they're done. That's much better that way.
I was too young. I had started at 15, so...
Oh, I would have made you do all the work. Oh, you're the youngest. You do all the heavy lifting. Oh, that's nice to see that they're at least here. So is there close defensive? Is there close defensive down there for the rear? Oh yeah, there is a little down there.
No.
This roof is not flat. There's a ridge on it. I didn't see that on Thionville or even Wagner. Not that he could see much.
Was this a rangefinder turret?
Yeah. So that's...
10 meters. Turret. Well, it sticks out the side of the turret.
Oh yeah.
And it turns.
We
It's
have
about this diameter.
we have one position for that. Yeah.
Right.
That was my father who was bred there.
Oh, a good deal of ventilation behind this one. Yeah, the weatherproofing is doing better.
That's the rock you could fall over and I'd fall over another one.
That's concrete building. I don't know why they were here. We tried to break it, but
Why is there concrete here?
I don't know.
The fort's way over there.
So I think it was for
A railing.
yeah,
Interesting.
protect from.
Ah, I'm ready this time.
See? That worked out much better. So the ventilation here runs underneath us. I'm talking to the poor guy who's not here. I should stop doing that. So the ventilation is running underneath us, you say? Still not, no?
It's a string, isn't it?
So that's for the ventilation of the dirt.
It's sensible. Cold air descends.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll be there. Descend down.
But in,
I think so. There's smarter way to do it.
I mean, in Platteville, the ventilation ran through the pipes on the ceiling and right out here with the same technology, but it ran from the gun positions straight to the wall through big pipes. It wasn't in the ground, but that caserne is also lower. It's on the ground level.
Oh, I wish I'd worn the rest of the Maginot uniform. That would have kept me warm.
It's not that cold in here, is it, Roger? Really?
Well, I've got my Wild West shirt on, haven't I? Cowboy shirt. We're going through the desert. John Wayne's done.
It will get under because we will go under.
1,000 men in this. Well, in the fort complete or in the barracks? Is that there?
2,000 men for the fort complete,
Yeah.
and if they came from another fort or from outside, like the town. Or
Yeah, Vaux had about 79 of those. Well, before all the refugees ran in and drank all the water.
How dare they? All right. Oh, there's light? That's unfair. It would look cooler in the dark with it.
if you want.
There's a door.
Yeah.
Somehow I hadn't expected a door. I don't know why.
Are the lights arranged on the French system to point towards the exit, aren't they?
No. We don't have.
So here you have the slack in the cables. Or is that just cables that are hanging because they got
I
detached?
think they were hanging. It was attached.
Yeah, there's no reason to have slack in cables here. These tunnels weren't going to be. Well, what's up here? What's this way?
This is a shelter, but we go to the bigger shelter, so we basically the same thing.
Show me the dirty one. The dirty, wetty, messy one. With the dead bodies in it and stuff.
Okay, so
Oh, you like the well at my farmhouse, yeah, with
Now,
the German.
I love that there's these interspersed steel doors here. That really is. All those little security sections.
yeah.
And now we're in an egg. We're in a dome. I like it.
So here we have the nests to put explosive inside to cut the galleries by exploding it. Then they will be cut if the enemy come through here.
Oh, there's more copper expansion joints.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And you know, it's volunteering, so if I wanted to do it for 5 hours, I can do it for 5 hours.
Well, if you find me a Chinese restaurant after this, I'll buy you lunch, dinner, midnight snack, whatever the hell we get into. There's got to be food somewhere, Roger. I never eat when I spend out time with Roger until we get to the house. There.
This one has light, this one has not. And we are in the section of tunnel that leads to the 2 trenches and to the lower part of the hill where you have the coffre de contrescarpe to protect the first line of defense.
Right. Well, let me see. Defensive position or trenches, defensive position. Well, you know what? I think we go this way.
We can go to the 2, you know.
Are they the same? These are the same, right? These are the trenches.
Yes, that's the trenches.
And this is the one that is not the same.
Yeah.
Good. We'll take this one.
Very long. Oh, and the stairs there. Oh, yes.
Are we losing Roger?
No, I'm just exploring off the left and right.
That's where normally there is lightning here, so
Oh, there's no. Is it light working?
yeah, I think we need to report that.
Well, this is much more fun in the dark. Then we can't see the spiders.
Oh, they're my friends.
Yeah, I mean, spiders and bats, I like them so much more because of that whole mosquito eating thing.
In this part of France, you will know there is no black widow or something like that, so no problem.
Yeah, I'm not.
I have a black widow spider in my garage in Kent.
Oh,
He kept it as a pet. It's a strange story.
Oh, that's the one in the French Jeep in the south of France. So big, I put a lead on him when we took him for walks.
yeah, I said where? My mother knows the type of spiders, and she said there is black widow in France, and they said that's weird, we have only French spiders. But
No. But anyway, I phoned up the Natural History Museum. I was living near London.
Roger, watch out for this one. I don't know what it does. Oh, it's solid.
I was.
And watch out for this one because it's the same thing here, Roger.
I offered to take this spider to the Natural History Museum, the spider specialist. And he told me how to look after it. Oh, yeah, that's it. And then on the Monday morning, I went to take the spider, and she wasn't gleaming black, shining like a mirror. She was dull brown, like the girl on the door there. I phoned up the guy before I set off to London. He said, she is now. She's a spider that a million years ago, when there were blackbirds running around in Europe, she saw how other she mimics. She's fine. When she's not scared, she goes back to being a normal brown spider. I said, well, we have some time. He said, don't bother to annoy them. So I said,
Okay, just out of morbid curiosity, where am I? I mean, I know where I am, but actually, what am I in? This is magazines, radiators, or heater?
I don't really know those parts of the fort.
I mean, this is for hot water, for heaters.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's where radiators.
yeah. And there's no windows or firing positions here.
No.
So shelters, could these hooks be for beds?
Yeah. This could be
hammocks.
Yeah.
Hammocks, yeah. That makes sense. You got a lot of cabling. Got electricity going on up here. Communication. You got outdoor ventilation. You got lamps. This could be a sewage pipe running through. Could be.
No ventilation.
There's ventilation too.
The sewage goes directly. There is no sewage in the fort. There is drainage, and it's going. It's the lowest point, so it's stopping here.
Right.
What's on there?
Very little.
Batteries.
This is so cool. Not a lot in here. Well, technical tunnel, but oh, there's an upstairs there.
So you can go up front.
Nice tile floors. Nice little round. Knew there was an upstairs. Ooh, and there's more upstairs. Ooh, what am I in? What is this, a caponnier? What is this?
It is the next level, the amelioration of the caponnier.
Ooh.
So this was rooms, those two rooms were dormitories, right?
Yeah.
And this one is the toilet.
That's the
this was,
ventilation, that was.
yeah.
Oh, they had single toilet. I mean, come on, this is luxury.
Yeah.
Oh, this must be Prussian. And a spider-resistant urinal. Actually, do you know in the French forts, the old forts, the black paint on the bottom was spider repellent.
Oh.
I don't know if it is here too. I don't know if the Germans did the same thing.
I think it was just
Black paint, right? Just a black water-resistant paint because it's a urinal pretty much all year round. Yeah. No. Oh, that's the original one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is the other one? This is original.
yeah. You see, there is two types of toilet.
There is two types. Is this original too?
Yeah. There is like 5 types of toilets in the fort.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Oh, so you had a little desk here. This was what, commander's position, commander's office?
It was just for convenience for the soldier.
Yeah, there could have been a water tank up here for it.
No, the water
No?
tank is up here.
I mean, for a sink, for a little hand sink.
There was a
I'm
the stairs.
The sink is here.
Yeah, I'm thinking Maginot Line thing that would be a little hand sink for the officer's room, but since there's a table underneath it, there's not here. It's funny, you look at comparisons between the two types of positions, which makes it kind of fun. And there's the sink, and the water's coming from below, which is interesting. All right. Ah, this is fun. Ooh, just became funner. I know that's not a verb that's bendable in that way.
So you didn't want to go along those enormous tunnels along the bottom of the stairs?
What, me?
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were doing.
No. You passed the tunnels that left and right.
Oh, we're coming back and going to one of them.
Okay.
What? I got to pick one at a time. I mean, I know I have a multiple schizophrenic personality, but I can only be in one place at one time.
Wait a minute, that resembles very much like what we saw in the mystery.
That one goes up.
Yeah.
See the counterweight? This is a firing position. The other one, they slid to the side with hand grabs. That is different.
Similar armoring, isn't it?
It's still a heavy plate, yeah.
This one is for a projector.
That's for the projector.
For a projector.
So there's still.
It's for projector. This one is an emergency exit. Because those,
There's an emergency exit here.
that's an emergency exit. You cannot normally leave the fort by ear.
So is there something outside, or is this a steel door that opens?
It's a steel door that open and you go in an L shape.
Okay.
And there is the outside.
All right. So
You have to protect it from fire.
I'm thinking World War II emergency. You know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking.
Oh, come on, imagine some of the Maginot forts, their emergency exit was through the toilet.
That's just barbaric.
Oh, that's a mounted machine gun.
Yeah.
Aha.
And if you look there, it was painting on the landmarks, the landside.
On the countryside outside. So what was positioned here?
This was MG position. You had a projector between the two MGs.
What MGs was it here? And that was
MG
Maxim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mess at the 5.7 centimeter rapid fire cannon.
What is that? Is that communication port?
Yes.
Visually or verbally?
Verbally and visually, I think.
So
Because if you look inside,
Yeah.
you see an MG.
I do. So that's what that was. And you standing next to the radiator, so they had heat too. That's brilliant. Yeah, this is where the table would be for the officer, I imagine. Here would be the commander's room, little place, map table,
Yeah.
something, telephone, something.
So now how do they traverse? They don't do it, they just fire straight out. They can't traverse the machine.
No. I think that was the beginning of the machine gun.
Hello, Joe? Hello? I'm calling you through the wall. Hello? Ooh, this is a little...
I've never seen a ghost.
You're right, there is no traverse, is there? So no traverse?
No.
None? I mean, I don't see how.
There is only an elevation because those ones are not complete. And you can see here, there is an elevation.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a little... Yeah, there. Maybe there'll be a little bit of lateral movement as well, maybe. A little screw thingy. And these are the original electricity plugs from 1885, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's the oldest ones.
This one, no, that's a more recent one.
That's a more recent one.
Because those ones were built after the original fort.
Really? Okay. I thought I knew there's the two different. Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's face it. This door's not opening for me.
Nothing moves here.
Nothing moves here. I could just take my bag off, you know. So here's you get observation turret up here, yeah.
That's the one where there were a lot of spiders.
Go on. Tina,
I'm sorry, I can't get in from my bag.
We're the film of you fighting spiders.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to.
These lines,
I think it's from the...
What is this? Was there a toilet in here?
No, that was for water evacuation, I think.
Oh, okay.
where's your sack?
I mean, my sack, Roger, is usually attached to me. It doesn't go anywhere.
It's still on your back.
My sack? No, my sack is pretty much where I was born with it, I think. Jesus, well, come on, work with me, Roger.
There it is.
I know. Oh, that sack. That's my backpack. That's not what you were asking about.
Oh,
God, that took you a while. That's troubling. All right. Oh, this is beautiful. There's no spiders in here. There's a little table there. A little spacing dome up there.
oh yeah.
It's lovely. Slit up there.
In Great Britain, no spider
There's a little chair for the dude to sit on. Another chair for the dude to sit on there. And you probably have a little table. There's a wooden table. There's a wooden table there under the observation board. And this is the lid, the hatch that closes. It's not bad at all. Well, I think you got rid of the spiders last time, but I didn't see any. Not a single one.
No, they're all on your back and your shoulders.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of spider eggs hanging here. I think they're just they're not cooked yet. No, I'll go in and I'll go upside the spiders. What kind of person would I be if I didn't?
Well, come on, I captured what I thought was a black widow. Come on, you can't get more adventurous than that. Oh, well, I've had a tarantula on my shoulder to show the kids that spiders don't always kill you. I was stroking it like a cat. I think it wasn't good.
Are these the lateral firing positions back towards the fort?
Yeah.
So this is where you would shoot back. If the enemy passed onto the trenches, you'd fight him back this way.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, I think those one are for protecting the MG position.
Yeah, because that's going to be to the right here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a spider. Hello.
The MG's position are towards the trenches.
Yeah. So that's the water tank.
Yeah.
Down to this beautiful spiral staircase. Next to the emergency exit. Next to this beautiful firing position. Next to this old lamp. I love old forts. All right. Roger said mountains are hallways. Let's give them to him. Well, you need to keep moving so you keep warm.
Yeah. Where are you going to go?
We're going down.
And then we're going up.
We're going up, and then we're going down again. Light up there too. I see a lot of light up there too. That's completely ruining my shot.
All right.
I mean, this is a little one. Yeah, this is brilliant.
It may be copper, it's just a little discolored.
Well, I mean,
Not polished like the other one was.
that's what you get the next volunteer for. Well, the problem is if we find a raccoon, you want to bring it home to the cats.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, see this? This is deliberate because these are mounted in the dome there. Exactly, yeah. I don't think there'll be that much slack in the cables for them to do that at the other place. I'm just thinking out loud.
Oh, torch is really strange, isn't it? But I'm not complaining.
No, you just have to click 1, 2, 3 times, then it goes down to the blinking function, then you click 2 times, and then that ends. Well,
blinkings.
2 blinking functions and 3 lighting functions. And then the slide is how big you want the beam.
Oh, this one here, yes, I just discovered that, yeah.
So, well, this is dark and dank and... Well, this is pretty much also it. This is a water tank?
No, normally this one is a water balloon. It's a water boiler.
Yeah. A boiler?
Yeah.
Yeah, like in my boiler room, yeah.
So, right.
Electrically heated.
Electrically, it'll have to be because there's no. Ooh. All right.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Was this one was that a Garand rifle?
Well, that's the bathroom. I'm naturally attracted to those. However,
Another different type of toilet.
Yeah. This one I tried it. It's really weird because you have to sit with your leg open at the
Oh, well, there's something.
and the wood is to put your legs.
all right, now I have to see a weird bathroom. There's hooks for hammocks in there. Oh, yeah, this is weird. Huh. Yeah, I could see,
And you see?
all right, never mind. Interesting how they're facing each other. So just in the center of the room. And that's not a fighting position. What are you learning? What are you okaying? I hear you learning things. Dead pigeons. Oh well, these things happen. And hooks for hammocks.
Oh. That's snails.
Oh, snails. Oh, wow, you should get, being French, you should be excited about that.
Not too much. Like I can eat 10. We normally eat that at Christmas.
Really? Snails for Christmas?
But it's really salty, so
Yes, to me snails are survival food. It's what you eat before you starve.
yeah, but you need to eat them very well or else you could die.
We used to do them for survival exercise where we would boil them with salt and then some plants. And that's pretty much, and just boil them in the field.
Because 2 people died in the US
Really?
because they were 2 lovers and one wanted to make a salad with snails and he didn't
Cook them?
So they made the salad and they just get parasited from the snails.
Oh, yeah. So he didn't cook them enough?
He didn't cook them at all.
Oh my God.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry, we're back to natural selection on that one.
Yeah.
You do something that stupid, I'm sorry for your girlfriend, but
Yeah.
ventilation, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the handle that comes out. What's left of it? Okay.
Oh, spare parts.
A lot of spare parts come from the other cousins.
And a spare room for
I think this one is just for
storage.
tiny.
Yeah. It's not, yeah, it goes under the staircase. So,
Well, I've only tried to eat snails once. I don't know why the Michelin brothers invented a rubber tire for cars.
Oh.
I started making them when I was cooked snail.
yeah.
Chewy rubber and black.
There's some electricity, they'll do something here.
Yeah, we don't eat them a lot. My grandmother loved to make toad in the hole.
Toad in the hole?
Toad in the hole, sorry.
Oh.
So basically at Christmas we don't have snail anymore, but we eat.
Well, there's the ox
Yeah.
tree, ozone.
No,
No?
it's ears. That's here.
Oh, there.
You know, I never knew they did that. And if I knew, then I forgot. Which is also fair enough. Oh, and the little railing and little arm guards for walking up the stairs is awesome. It's
very ecological when making ozone. Because I mean, when you need it, it goes up and replenishes the ozone layer.
Yeah.
Ecological. lots of new holes up there where we end up. You should be running these other machines flat out.
I mean, Roger, I know you haven't paid attention to the news since 1988, but the ozone layer fixed itself, didn't you know? So here's another.
Someone forgot the member guard.
Oh, what's in here?
Yeah. I don't know which one, because we have two Wagner, but
Interesting. All right. So,
yes,
firing position. A hatch there. Shelving. That's a little troubling that the rock's tumbling out of that. But, you know. Water. Oh, yeah, it looks like there should be I want to see a slide there. I want to see a munition slide. Something there. Interesting there. This is again, a significant door here. There's a little bit of corrugated iron hitting over most of the walkways, doorways too, and then and here's the cupola.
I mean, those vans, the H vans with the corrugated sides
I do that the
Speaking tubes?
They're not corrugated on all the sides, so I don't know. But where they put the panel with the brand on it,
And the camera weight.
it's not corrugated.
Bring,
So,
turn around, bring it down.
If you want to climb in let me just try one, because you go to Sinsheim.
Has some serious steel heavy doors on everything. This really was well built. In a firing position under the dome.
my aunts and my uncle live in the Norfolk. They are from Norwich.
All right. Somebody painted graffiti out here?
Yeah.
I want them murdered.
I want them to, but we need to find them first.
Every graffiti artist signs their art. It can be done. Unfortunately, I know a thing or two about that. So there's a dome up here.
Yeah.
And there's a firing position underneath it.
It was a toilet, I think.
Well, that's where there's a firing position. Oh, there's a firing position in the toilet. It's just a charm of things. You have to shoot and shit at the same time, damn it. It saves time. Ooh.
Where was that? It was in Maginot, wasn't it? In Clermont. The firing positions are in the toilet.
Yeah.
But we have firing in the toilet, like I said.
What's that? Oh, this is the munition storage here.
No, I think it was a shelter for the troops.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I think you're right.
Brilliant.
Ah, this is brilliant. And the cables are running under the seats. And the heavy steel door that is just visually so pretty. Now these, I saw the test fight, I saw the test fort for these in one of the Koenigmacher proving grounds where they built this and shot at it. These very parapets.
So this one is a trench. The parapet is upper, like 20 meter, 50 meter upper.
Mm-hmm.
And those ones were built after. That's why it's concrete. So we are in an MG position. So you put your MG here, and you put your munition here and water.
So this was Pre-World War I.
Yeah. And you see the holes for the guns, so the rifles. You have nests for the munitions, for the rifle ammunitions.
Yeah. And of course it helps that the moss grows everywhere to hide it. We saw this on the Kaiserbunker in Brûlé Le Pêche, the cube that they built for Hitler, the air raid cube.
Region or?
And
This is brilliant.
obviously another enthusiast.
Brilliant.
And so everything.
Brilliant. I mean, how many times can I say it? This is just awesome. Something caught my eye here. I wonder if that's communication down. I almost think it can't be. And a little personnel shelter there. With the moss on the walls. This is just absolutely brilliant. Oh, personnel shelter there. Another heavy gun position here. How far can you go? This just keeps going? This just keeps going. I mean, how brilliant is this place? This is really lessons learned from World War I in a cement form. Everything's zigzag, no plane could tag this. And you have little shelters if they even come close. And I have no idea how far this continues. It's just brilliant. With little shelters, firing positions. Step up here, see where I am. It's obviously, this is about the end of it. But brilliant. You're able to see and fire out over everything here. Looking back at the position, look at this. This is an amazing. And this was pre-World War I. This is what they tried to replicate in the actual trenches. Brilliant, isn't it? They knew what worked before World War I started, trench-wise, defensive-wise. I guess when the war started, they weren't really planning on a slow war like that. This is so brilliant. Didn't even notice how far I went. This is just fortress evolution at its absolute finest. Absolute finest. This is just so, and I get a little sloping parapet here. You see here the firing positions that are now covered up almost by moss. I mean, you didn't have much of an angle, much of a leeway in case the enemy started coming up or from any of the lateral directions. you're sort of stuck to firing that one position, one direction. There's Roger.
Finally, his SS comrade said, "Oh, you can't print that. You signed it as a secret act." I told me not to print it. These brilliant stories, they're so good. You couldn't make them up. Tino used to make a film of it. They were brilliant films. And you know, he goes in. Oh well, I mean.
But I thought you lost it.
Bad, really spiky bad wire because this one was defensive, so normally it just.
Yeah, I'm not worried about this. But the barbed wire bothers me less than the spiky nature. Yep, that's the spiky nature. That's more annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, barbed wire is what it is. Merci.
No problem.
Wow, this is covered up damn well.
Oui, allô? Je sais pas pourquoi. Il est quelle heure? Ouais, non, je pense que j'en pas ici, ça. Merci, salut.
Wow. Up here. Not sure you want to follow, but up here we are. Through the barbed wire and the spiky things, and that's why I'm on a... Is this a steel dome?
No.
It's not, is it? It's concrete. All right. That was graceful. This I haven't seen before. Just a little wet.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Why the fuck do I keep carrying this bag around? All right. Well, you only sink in a little bit here. Right. What the hell is this place? That's different. And the things are crooked. Now there's writing on the walls. There's writing on the walls that I can't make out. We don't know who built this. Fontana knife. 1435, 1935. 1935 somebody wrote in here, but that's not helping us. This is just what it was. A steel door. Wow. There's some writing with pencil in there, but I mean, oh, there you are. But I don't know who wrote it. I mean, 35 they were stationed. Yeah, that doesn't really help much. I've never seen anything like this exactly.
Oh. The train without barbed wire was here.
Oh, there's a trail of barbed wire. Oh, now you're telling me. Well, what's the fun in that?
Last time I got here, it was like 5 years ago, so normally I don't show this one.
I would imagine for a whole lot of people that don't want to go up here for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, and normally we don't go into trenches, so...
Well, are they shelters?
Yes.
Troop shelters. When it's being bombarded.
Yes.
There's a cement dome up here, a little cement bunker up here. Where the vision slits are kind of crooked. It's got nice smooth white walls. I can't really get the shot of it. I'll just pass.
Sorry.
No.
Has it got a hole in the top to put in one of those turrets?
No.
Oh.
There's got...
It's not a top rook.
No.
Oh,
Oh, it's a Tobruk.
No.
It's not a Tobruk.
It's
I mean the French sectional turrets.
no, it's not one of them either. And it's not one of the German ones either. It's a little independent shelter with 3 vision ports that are slightly crooked, which I don't know. I don't see the Prussians doing slightly crooked anything when they had time to build it right. So it must be a later add-on. But well, this is me guessing.
The concrete was 1910, so.
1910.
And we have photos of the US soldiers coming on this side. There is a squad working on it.
In 44. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic place.
It really is.
Ah, okay. Were you filming when I walked past?
Yes, yes, I'm doing it. You're making it light and sprung as a gazelle.
Studied for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years in France.
Yeah, Denmark too. I mean, America too, actually.
Oh. I taught English to a football.
My family found the first one to go to Milan. I don't know, but she died in England because of, she wanted to have a baby.
Yeah.
She had the baby, but in her womb. And she made the pre-concert.
Oh, that's that. And that was missing. Oh, to the news, not oh to the tripping. Oh no.
And she saw the doctor 1 month before, said I have headaches. The doctor said, okay, take paracetamol.
Paracetamol.
That's one thing that we see when we are French and we go to England. Every time we go in English hospital,
Oh, it's terrible.
they give.
So I'm saying, so when the sun sets, then we start talking, then we start meh. But until then, you have
When the
to.
sun sets, I leave the Dunbar field, I'll tell you.
So just to show you.
These are the barracks rooms.
Yes.
Where the yeah, okay.
So you have those.
Right from
So when you go out of your room, there's another. You just grab and look for it.
Oh, is that way? The fence. Yeah. You didn't see this? Did you see that?
No.
I slept. I sleep.
Alright.
So you cannot sleep with your rifle. So when there is an alert, you will need to pick your rifle. But with this shape in the rock, you can just run and take your rifle with you.
So clever, these little tricks.
Now that you can't sleep with your rifle, you may not want to tell the people from the U.S. Marine Corps.
So this one is,
Yeah, that's the one in the affitage in the that we were looking at.
it doesn't come from Guentrange. I think it's.
But this is the same mount as we saw up in the flying bush, isn't it?
No, this one is the last one of its type.
Really?
He came from the Fort of Metz, I think. And you see, you cannot really turn the machine gun.
No, you get an up and a down. You get an elevation. That's it.
But in the place of Thionville, they had the Maxim. In Metz, they had this gun.
Yeah.
So you had the Far Panzer.
Yep.
Doesn't have one, but This one comes from the Ministry of Defense.
Now, I know when I was a kid, I always had my BMWs, and I loved my German cars. But this is how the German cars started, making horse carts before World War I. That is just...
This one is World War II.
This is World War II?
Yeah.
Didn't they make them before World War I as well?
No, I don't think so.
We don't. God damn it! World War II. World War II BMW horse cart wheel. All right, fine. So BMW made. So they made really good. They made radial engines. They made planes.
Yes.
I think they made tanks too at the time. Made engines and they made horse cart wheels.
Yes.
So this is a BMW. Mode of transport that was the most common for the German army was the horses.
Yes, because the Wehrmacht at the beginning was 3,000 liters per kilometer.
Yep.
So,
yeah, horses was really what made the army run, and people they never understood when they talk about mechanized war. They have an amazing display of things that I'm not going to show you because you're just going to have to come here and see it. But, you know, there are some really cool motorcycles, and you have to see those because I dig motorcycles, and if I dig it, then so do you. And you may recognize that from our little bike shop that we plinker at. Starts every time. But in every room of the caserne here, of the barrack areas, they have displays of amazing World War I, World War II stuff that you have to come here to see, because I'm not going to show you. What I'm going to show you is the building, the fort, the cannons, the big stuff, all the museum parts you come here to see for yourself.
but all you see in this here came from the trench Villa Nomensen.
It's a big bullet. Big cartridge. Oh, here we are. Yeah, good heavens.
And I'm ready to go.
What did you say? Your wife is waiting for you to come home.
Yeah, I watched South Park, so...
A sortie for troops on the roof, on the top.
There is... Oh, I forgot the...
This is ventilation?
Yes.
So the ventilation is shielded?
Yes.
Or the out?
Exactly.
Brilliant. So on the roof of the fort, but you had here on the roof, you would never have any guns up here or anything. There was never any firing positions outdoors, right?
Yes.
So why would the guys need to come out here?
So, for maintenance and surveillance, but not more.
All these trees were not there at the time of the fort. There was no forest around here then.
As a result of a chain reaction of the explosives inside this block, it took far more damage, launching the turrets 4 meters up in the air, crashing them to the ground. It was the association here that replaced them back where they were supposed to be.
Shorter
Yeah.
than the others.
This was the short-barreled?
No, this one was long.
This is long too?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
I see. Alrighty.
Before, the turrets were totally...
They actually, so you put them sort of back in place?
Yes, with a big crane coming from the SNCF.
How did you get the crane up here? By helicopter?
It was in 1980, so I wasn't even born.
He didn't do it.
No. But you see the...
Wow, yeah. And, all right, yeah, I see the remnants of the long one here.
I think you ought to write off for reparations from the American government.
They asked me to ask them, but I said I have too many friends in America, so I asked them.
No, they would probably be on your side. Wow. And you see the building cracked?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see it really. There's no rebar in these buildings. This was just cement and masonry, right?
There is rebars.
There is rebar.
In the North Caserne, if you want me to show you, the American soldier tried the concrete.
Of course. Sounds like a good idea. Wow.
Back in the end.
Yeah.
So when they blew it up, the blast from this traveled down and caught the magazines and set them off inside.
Yes, because the French modified the concrete, the
Yeah.
concrete was less thicker, so it just blew the wall and made a chain reaction.
So here the concrete was thicker and contained
Behind,
behind, yeah.
in the hives.
Right.
The destruction that killed the men in Ville-la-Ferté.
No, the gas did it.
Yeah.
But this is just because they put it here. It didn't after this is not the explosion. After the explosion
No.
it was somewhere else.
Yeah, they were on it, but it was left
To the side.
to the side.
Okay.
It's always shocking to go and visit that site.
Yeah.
Because
I would like to. Yeah. Because it was this one who blew all the rest of the battery. The third one. That's why all the crack come from here.
That's the earthing.
Lightning rod?
The earthing rod, yeah.
Yes.
Earthing cable.
Yes, exactly.
Is that 4 meters in? Or
Normally,
total?
there is 4 meters in total.
Yeah, you can't quite see it. Yeah, it is. You all know what this is because I've showed them to you before. This is an MG Precision anti-aircraft machine gun mount, and here's the parapet. Not far from the destroyed barracks.
So they were, you know, the long tubes for the telemetry here to make the telemetry. Yeah.
So this is for artillery spotting?
Yes.
Okay.
But find the holes for the system. Normally you have a tripod, so you have 3 holes. The ground.
So it wasn't very big.
No, so the tripod, you know, with that's not really big anchors, that's just a pointy tip. You put it in here and it doesn't move.
Yeah. And then was there any phone connection to the batteries then from here, or?
It was a messenger who gives information.
Okay.
There is a legend, there is still a bomb left.
Well, the bomb just missed the snail shelter. I see you have a little snail shelter down here too.
Yeah, that's observation.
Yep.
The Germans called them Schnecks,
Yep.
so that's a snail.
Yep.
And it was infantry observation.
Yep. I like those. They're actually very neat. But this is again a throwback to pre-World War I
Yes.
ideas.
Yeah.
I do like these. They are very neat. Yeah. Was a little snail shelter. And this is
No. No. This one was.
No, I mean for the inhabitants.
Oh yeah. People.
a chair in here. You know, in the one in Wagner was interesting because a lot of guys, both French and American soldiers, wrote their names in it. So
Yes. No, there's another of those little rectangles.
Yeah.
Bin thing.
This one, we've done a fire in it. There was still some bullets.
oh,
Oh, it was great.
So this one is an observatory. This one is not linked to the fort.
so you'd have to get outside to get inside.
Yeah.
And there's a dome on the other side.
Yeah, but we can walk on it.
And this is another barrack.
Yeah. And you can see here the test by the American and the concrete. So there is rebars in it. and there is half-track tracks.
We do have some half-track tracks,
And is that an observation tower as well?
But it was built by the French after the Second World
It was
War.
offered a rate.
After the war, okay.
Because this one, this part was an ammunition depot.
But now I've got a whole bar.
So that's why there's rebar in the wall there, okay.
One is on the batteries, but for observation only.
Well, I mean, there's a hell of a good view watching out over here.
Yeah? Il y a un marteau pour le moment en dessous pour simuler le poids. Mais on prévoit de mettre le.
Almost look like there's writing in it. I think somebody. How the hell did they manage to write in this thing? It's kind of cool. But here you have a really good view.
Yeah, when we came into Thionville, there were.
Fine.
You really keep to the corner, I can get it.
You're not running anywhere. All right. Well, it's all right. It's kind of full of water, so.
No, it's not full of water.
Isn't it? You know that we. Yes, it is.
Oh.
When I say it's full of water, I mean it.
Oh, another snail.
So a little position in there.
Right, give me the keys.
No, I got light on the camera.
It's in here. Oh, the white guy. No.
Yeah. It's like I'm not. That was just a little MG bunker, actually, with a little firing rampart on top and an observation snail. Brilliant. So this is one of the perimeter defenses.
Yeah, the second perimeter.
Second perimeter. And in between all of them, there's no ditches. In between all of them, there's just barbed wire, landmines.
No, I don't think so.
No, that wouldn't.
This one. So you have bolts on it, and I think this is the position of the far panzer.
This is where the Fapa.
But
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does look. It does look like that.
yeah,
And they did go well with these. Little observation, a little Fahrpanzer, and with a little rear line. Yeah. Is that a ditch? That's a hell of a.
no, we will go there, and you will see what it's the same type of bâtiment as observation turret we saw earlier, but it's the same shelter as we saw for the trenches.
Is that the other what's it called? Shelter that if we had taken that other tunnel?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh wow.
What happened?
Ça c'est de la réparation, ça. Hein? Ça c'est
Yeah, what happened to that thing?
trees falling.
Yeah.
So we're afraid to cut it. When I cut it, you just. I was like, oh,
That's brilliant. So here you have, what's this? Shelters on the perimeter defense with the step-ups. And you got a nice view. Well, of a lot of trees that you can't actually see, but there is a view. Once there was a view. Once upon a view.
An engraving of dated 1918.
It's really hard to see, but you can see it left when you're under.
Alright, little snail there. Oh, I see it.
What are the big holes? What are they?
That's where
1918.
Oh, it's not very deep.
That's something. 1118. 2011, 1918. 2011, 1918? Doesn't it say 2011?
Yeah.
That was at the end.
Yeah. That was even after the end of
Yeah.
First World War.
That was almost we're leaving. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, but these are brilliant little things. They really are.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You can see the first holes of bullets.
That must be the Americans.
Yeah,
Of
I
course.
think so.
Yeah, there's one. And there's a couple down here.
Page 3006, 762.
Yeah, it looks fairly big. I don't think you have hunters around here, do you?
We have military
4 impacts of bullets on it.
hunters.
But they shouldn't be shooting here, should they?
No, not here.
I didn't think so. All right. These are just such brilliant little shelters, such brilliant positions.
Yeah, and you see an MG position.
Yeah. I really like the way these were done. And like I said, I saw the test fort of these, which is just, it's so much fun to see. That's why we went there, to see the testing stage when they were developing these. They built them on the shooting range, full size, and full size you can go into, door protected. The video's on YouTube somewhere.
Oh.
And I think it says Koeningmacher test forts.
And you can see here all the bullet holes going through. You can see the other side.
Oh. Literally, but where are they shooting from there?
I think.
So there was a firefight on here,
There were no fire.
So this was just Americans fucking around?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's different. I guess I should have chosen a different world. This is just Americans messing around. And we signed those things that we don't swear, don't we? Something bigger?
BB pellets, and yeah, maybe something bigger.
Well, where the hell did that come from? Up there?
I don't know.
I mean, where did that come from? And there's 2 of them. Actually, looks like it came from the inside. This looks like an exit.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it came from in here. That one did.
Wow.
Maybe.
No, this one is an exit.
That's an exit.
Yeah.
But the other ones up here didn't show at all. These did.
Yeah.
So at least we know where they came from. That's pretty obvious. And this is 2 times steel plates.
Yeah, 3 times.
3 times steel plates within inside. That means these are really not. They're kind of useless, aren't they?
Yeah.
For direct fire, these are absolutely useless. They're very cute, but only for plants. Put a little flower bed in there. You don't want to be in here. Full penetration. Huh? I'm a little disappointed. It looks like rifle bullets. I'm a little disappointed that they actually just went through. I had hoped for more, or actually less.
Two impacts here.
Yeah, only one penetrated though.
No, there's the 2.
Yeah, but only one of the big ones penetrated to the inside.
Yeah.
I think it was BB.
I just love this, and even the way the nature grows over it. It's just.
Yeah, it's great.
It really is.
And it also protects from graffiti. So.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Yeah, maybe 22, because that pellet doesn't have enough energy to...
22, we can try.
That one didn't go through, so that's still in there.
Maybe we...
Well, it didn't come out on the other side.
Yeah, so... It just broke the metal. It doesn't bend it, it broke.
It did.
Somebody, or it did drop inside.
That could be, yeah. Because that one went through.
Yeah.
Went through to the other side. Oh, this thing. What about this? Hey, what about this thing? This is. Oh, this is big. This is a 50 cal.
Yeah.
50 cal. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost.
But where did it come? But where did it come from?
Yeah, weird angle.
I mean, it's a weird angle. I'm like, we're
Oh,
it came from up.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, up on the hill. And it must have, because.
That's a low flying fucker wolf straightening him up.
Yeah. Really low flying. No wings left.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really hard.
Well, not
Mais ils l'ont fait brillant.
Ouais. Never get up here.
Je disais t'as brillant, so.
This is just brilliant. the way the nature is reclaiming this is almost acceptable.
German mortars, 80 millimeters. I was like, oh, yeah. Plastic fuse.
Only two lines, defensive lines? Yeah. And this is the last one?
No, this is the first one.
This is the first one?
Because there is no trenches before.
This is the first one, then the second line is behind us.
There is the last trenches there. And they were normally a fourth to be built, but they never built.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, still, this is it's a good slope for defense. Oh, this is one of those, another little bunker. Is this just a dirt mound, or is this an actual little bunker in here?
This is an actual little bunker.
A natural little bunker.
Normally you have a bell on it.
Yeah.
I was doing some
For years I have kept telling you how amazing World War I and pre-World War I forts and fortresses are, especially those fighting in the Second World War. And fortunately for all of you, I have filmed a lot more of them, both from World War I and World War II, and bunkers too, including many prototypes I don't think you have before seen. And at the end of this season, I will present them all in a comparison video and give you all my favorite star forts and takes, and you get to vote on yours. See you next week. Behind me is Vanna von Braun's first test stand. Down the road is Diebner's nuclear reactor. Over there is the Maginot Line and all its amazing forts. I'm visiting them all and I'm bringing them to you. So I really appreciate you like, follow, and share what I'm doing, trying to document all these important historical locations. And if you feel like you want to watch more pictures or documents that I use for these, go to lostbattlefields.com. And if you feel like helping me out with my travels, because gasoline and travel and airfare is expensive, my PayPal is there, protectionserviceint.com. You are more than welcome, but you don't have to. I appreciate all your support and all your help, and I love seeing these locations, and I love bringing them to you.